Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Cynthia Smith. This is the Intuitive Hypnotherapy Podcast coming to you this harvest moon of September of 2023. We have a full moon, a full harvest moon, so it's time to manifest. It's time to reap the rewards from all the planting and all the growing and stuff that we processed over the summer. For those of us that are, we know it's PSL season. It's sweater weather. And, it's a transition time. Even here in sunny California, we have a fall, and it's kind of cool. It's one of these days I'm going to have an in-person, they call them like ghost trips or hauntings, or where you go visit haunted houses like the Molly Brown Mansion in Denver and things like this. But what I want to do is take a group of individuals that I've taught some of the tools that I teach you here on this podcast on how to see beings and do our own. And I want to call it Seeing Beings. And take a group out and just see what we see who we see, without fear, without, being afraid or having some goofy idea that spirits that are stuck are somehow malevolent. No. But right now, we're going to do a full moon healing meditation. So on the full moon, full moons are auspicious for a lot of things. They could change the tides, they could change people's moods. In some traditional medicine writings, when you have the full moon, that's when a female body ovulates. And I used to remember that because a full moon looked like an O for ovulation. Yeah, I'm down with mnemonics. And so it's a time of growth. It's a time of harvest. It's a time of reaping our rewards. It's a time of gathering, manifesting. What is it that you want for your October? What is it that you are working on for the last quarter of 2023? What do you want to, how many boxes and what kind of boxes do you want to check before the end of 2023? Are you on your path? Are you doing everything you said you were going to do? Have you drifted? I've been known to drift. Drifting is fine. Sometimes you get to a new cooler path. So we're going to spend this time connecting with Source, because Source is what creates everything, including you and I. And I want to remind everyone that we are so wonderfully made. We are wildly and profoundly interconnected. If you're listening to me in Australia, first of all, are you guys having a full moon too on the other hemisphere? Submit it in the comments. Please like and subscribe, of course, everyone. And connecting to Source, but also use this tool, this intention setting harvest moon meditation as a way to sow more gratitude. The more gratitude you vibe at, the more things you get to be grateful for. That's my truth. But in this profound interconnectedness, we have atoms in us that are the same as those that are in the stars that twinkle above. You are literally made of stardust. You are literally made of love and all good things. And, um, you know, I I call myself the radical optimist because I am. I am addicted to hope, and I like to share that and hope that we can all raise and remember our vibration and live a little more healthfully, live a little more lovingly, manifest those good things that we're entitled to. We put good out, let's get good back. And for the cranky pants out there, the chronic, SNL called her Debbie Downer. Um, if your knee-jerk reaction is to always go to the dark side, or you throw up your hands and you're doing the why me, or you're casting blame on this, that, or the other thing for your troubles or your struggles, and I invite you to use this meditation as an opportunity to call back your power and know just how powerful you are, and own all of your stuff. And the moment you own it, the moment the tides change in your favor. And sometimes just a little reminder of how cool you are, how loved you are, how loving you are, how beloved you are. Sometimes that's what we need to ride our path, ride our ship. I'm having trouble with my analogies today. And anyway, so it's a harvest moon. If you see the full moon where you are, here in the United States on the West Coast, it comes up really low on the horizon, and it's just giant. And it looks twice the size or bigger of your normal moon. And it's kind of romantic and dreamy. And if you have an opportunity to listen to this and look at the moon at the same time, cool for you. All right, everyone. This is not medical advice. If you're really struggling, please seek your professionals, your healthcare, reach out to your loved ones, clergy, etc. You're not alone, and it does get better. And for this portion, this is grab a cup of tea, kick off your shoes, get in a comfy chair, and just spend this time on yourself. Spend this time for you, connecting with the God of your heart and creating what it is you want to see in the world. I did a video quite a while ago about be the blank you want to see in the world. It says be the change you want to see in the world, but you can interject that any word you want. You can be the peace you want to see in the world. You can be the joy you want to see in the world. You can be the positivity you want to see in the world. We're going to tap into a little of that too. Okay, so no driving during this portion, no operating heavy machinery. Maybe do this on a break or before bed. And we're going to take a short sponsor break, and then we're going to come back and jump right into it. Welcome back. All right, everybody, take a deep, deep breath and just get here. Find your space. For this meditation, we're going to use our psychic tools. So be a point of light behind your eyes and in between your temples. And as a point of light, zhuzh your color a little bit. So if your light is white with a gold hue, Maybe give it a tinge of blue or pink or purple or amber. But be a point of light. And be in kindergarten space. You've done this before. You can't do it wrong. As a point of light behind your eyes and in between your temples, as if you're looking at the world from behind closed eyes. Yeah, that's exactly right. And then imagine a grounding cord, a tube of light, for example, that connects to the base of your spine, your hips, and goes all the way down to the center of the earth. And the center of the earth, let's pretend is a lawn or a pasture, something that your tube of light can ground into. And make your grounding cord at least as wide as you are. And make it that width all the way down to the center of the earth. And whenever you're listening to this podcast, watching this video, go ahead and put that day's date on your grounding cord. That helps bring you into present time, into the moment. And then allow your grounding cord to not only tether you, but allow it to start grounding off from you any energies that you're ready to let go of. Just let them fall down your grounding cord. And you don't have to know what it is. You don't have to take a look. And stay in the center of your head as you do this. And just let any energies go that you don't need anymore. And in the next breath, visualize your bubble around you. This is your aura, your energy field. Imagine it's 3 feet in all directions, 3 feet in front of you, to either side, over your head, under your feet, and make sure you have it wrapped behind you. Bubble is 3-dimension, and it has 7 layers, just like your 7 chakras. The innermost corresponds to your 7th chakra. No, the innermost corresponds to your 1st chakra. Outermost corresponds to your 7th chakra. That's your connection to source, or your connection to the God of your heart. I suppose it doesn't matter. Try them both ways. See what works for you. And if you so choose, you can imagine that your aura has movement, that it spins, gyroscopically. If you know what that means, it means spinning in all the axes, X, Y, and Z, front to back, side to side, and around. And it does this whether you pay attention to it or not. And it does this, and you can regulate the speed when you pay attention to it. You can have it spin faster or slower. You can have it match the rhythm of your heartbeat. I was at a U2 concert several years ago, and I could see the 4 of them, Bono, The Edge, the other 2 guys, and their auras were all rotating gyroscopically, but they were all the same hue. We have a tool, we call it matching crowns, when you want to be in sync with someone, if you want to communicate well. And so their auras were all the same color, kind of a yellow, and they were all spinning gyroscopically. And it was really cool. And then there was the song, and they did that for the entire concert, except for that one song that Bono sang about his father. And in that one, the three band members kept their auras spinning at this yellow color. And Bono's aura shifted to a darker orange, almost a red during that time. And what I perceived when I watched this was that he was connecting with his dad while he was singing. He was still spinning at the speed of the other three band members, but he was using that moment to connect with his father while he was singing the song that he wrote for his father. So those, ladies and gentlemen, in this meditation is a practical application for your tools. I teach you these tools so that you can use them in your everyday life. And from the center of your head, this is where you see psychically. I was in the center of my head, and that's how I could see you two's auras. And it was really quite extraordinary. But it happens a lot. And you can control yours. So as you play with the spin of your aura, try slowing it down. Try speeding it up. And then just find a rate in your mind's eye that feels good on your body. When I pay attention to the spin, I feel an extra degree of safety and protection. When I pay attention to my aura and the spin, I also see it as a way to release energy faster. When my aura spins, it's kind of like a centrifuge, flicking off energies that I'm done with. And again, you can't do this wrong. Just think it and I'll allow it to be. So you're in your center of your head, you're grounded in your bubble, and you're allowing your bubble to spin. And you've put the date stamp on your grounding cord to bring you into present time. If you're listening to this during the full moon, say hello to the moon. Hello, moon. And from the center of your head, grounded in your bubble, I'd like you to imagine on the outside of your bubble a reading screen, television screen, a video monitor, something that looks like the scene you're about to place on it. You can watch it. I like to have mine hovering, right outside my bubble at eye level. And you can make it big, you can make it super big. You can imagine you're in a theater. Just get your reading screen. And imagine from behind closed eyes in the center of your head that you can see this video monitor or this reading screen. And go ahead and clean it off. Imagine that you have magical Windex and you can spritz it and wash it off and So it's all fresh, clean, and new. And on this reading screen, you're going to start to see what it is you would like to create. What are you intending for the next 30 days or until the next full moon? What do you want to harvest? What does that look like in your universe? And it can be anything you want. There are no limits. As you're sitting there in the center of your head, grounded in your bubble, looking at your reading screen, whatever it is you want, see it play out like you're watching the movie of your life. You're the director, you're the screenwriter, you're the producer, and you're the star. And as you're watching, whatever it is you want to manifest, maybe you want increased business, maybe you want healing in your physical body, maybe you want to connect with some loved ones, any of a million gazillion things. Whatever it is that you'd like to harvest during this harvest moon, imagine that it is playing out on your reading screen. And as you watch it play out, put all the details you can muster in there. I believe the universe rewards specificity. Therefore, be as exacting as you can. If you want an increase in business, put a number. I want to double my business. Okay. Or I want X amount of dollars in my bank account, or I'm inviting so many dates, or I need this body part healed, or I want to see this manifest for my friend. You can hope for it and see it play out. Who are you with? Are you alone or with people? Is this scene indoors or outdoors? Is it daytime or nighttime? What do you see? What do you hear? What do you smell? What do you taste? And what do you feel? What does this look like as you are manifesting? How would it feel if your intention for the next 30 days shows up for you? What does that look like? How does that feel? And you're welcome to pause this at this moment and color in your manifestation. You can listen to this over and over again if you have different qualities or different projects that you're working on. And as you set your intention for the next 30 days till the next full moon, imagine that whatever you're asking for is 10% better. If you've asked for finances, imagine that it's 10% more. If you're asking for a healing in your physical body, maybe you get another 10% better. Whatever it is, the universe wants it for you. And then imagine that you can take that reading screen and you can put its own bubble around it. Give it its own bubble and give that bubble a grounding cord. And so you're going to ground your mock up. You're going to ground your wish, your dream for the next 30 days. And allow that grounding cord to drain off any energies or anything that says this cannot happen exactly the way you want it to. Ground off anything that says, you can't have that. Let that shit go. And ground off any energies that say it has to be difficult or challenging. Ground off any resistance to you getting your mock-up. And ground off any of someone else's information off of your mock-up, off of your wish or intention for the next 30 days. This is for you. Have it for you. And then in that bubble, put additional positive qualities that you want to see. Grace, ease, optimism, abundance, prosperity, body level healing, joy, whatever it is you want. Any other positive quality. Fill in that bubble, completely embed your scene on that reading screen. Yeah, make it easy. And then put the energy of and cooler than I could possibly imagine. That's a little catch-all from my friend Cheryl. Things that you hadn't thought of, fill it in. And then fill that bubble in with gold energy. Gold is the highest vibration of the colors, and it also purifies. And then when you have that intention exactly the way you want it, you've got all the details in there, and you're ready to let it go. Go ahead and drop the grounding cord and float that reading screen in the bubble off to the edge of the universe so that the Supreme Being can begin working on your order. And let it be that easy. And take a deep breath. And imagine in your mind's eye as you see your bubble float off to the edge of the universe. Imagine that you can see it floating right next to the full moon. And maybe even it overlaps the moon on its way to the Supreme Being. As a reminder, as a guiding light. And as the full moon waxes and wanes until the next full moon, know that you are connected to that moon and all the stars in the sky. And the universe is abundant and conspiring to support you. Whatever you want wants you back. And let it be so. I'm Dr. Cynthia Smith. This is the Intuitive Hypnotherapy Podcast. My company is Intuitive Hypnotherapy. I'm located in Newport Beach, California, and you can reach out if you'd like to be on the podcast or if you'd like a session at hello@drcynthiasmith.com. Please like and subscribe, share it with your friends, and comment below if you've got any suggestions or show ideas. All right. Thank you very much. Have a great night, everyone.